Hey, what's up everybody? Cash King here. And in this video, we're going to go over some very interesting and exciting updates from Ideanomics. So there was an earnings call on the 31st of March and some very interesting things were said, which means that a lot will be happening for Ideanomics this year and going forward. So Ideanomics is one of the companies I'm watching quite closely on my account, so feel free to like and subscribe to Cash King Investing, and let's get cracking with the updates. So the updates I'm going to include in this video include the earnings from 2020, the arrival of Treeletrik in the USA, as well as a huge order in Southeast Asia for Treeletrik mopeds, as well as Medici pictures and where they're going to be stationed in the USA, and some other updates, especially from BYD and their links with Wave and Ideanomics as well. So last week I released a video on Ideanomics as a overall company profile, and I'll stick a link to this video so you can watch that one if you're interested in Ideanomics more generally. But the updates which were given yesterday on the earnings call were absolutely incredible. So you can see that revenue for 2020 was almost 27 million with sequential quarter-on-quarter growth, which is amazing. And you can see that EV revenue was 19.5 million in 2020 versus just 2.7 million in 2019. So that's the gain of more than 600% in the year that COVID-19 broke out, which is absolutely amazing. And they also state that they expect revenues from charging systems to grow as Wave, which was acquired in January 2021. The figures from that and that company and the revenue that they generate won't start to be published until future quarters this year because it was only acquired a couple of months ago. So that's very exciting, and we're going to keep our eyes out on that as well. So the next update is around Treeletrik's arrival in North America, and on the Twitter page of Ideanomics they released some high quality photos of the vehicles themselves. So we've got the Treeletrik T70 and T90 electric mopeds, and they've said that the USA is a great emerging market which is predicted to have a lot of growth on electric mopeds. And on the earnings call, Alf Poor, who's the CEO of Ideanomics, spoke about a huge order in Indonesia for Treeletrik vehicles from a distributor. And the initial component of that order is for 10,000 bikes. So that is going to generate revenue of approximately $14 to $16 million. And again, in Southeast Asia, mopeds are huge. And I think there's around 100 million bikes in Indonesia. Don't quote me on that, but I think I remember hearing that on the call. And so potentially, if even they get a fraction of that market, that is huge revenues. And they're looking to supply between 1 and 1.5 million mopeds in that deal. So that's incredible. Another key update which investors were keenly waiting for was an update around Medici Motorworks. And they did not disappoint. So recently, Ideanomics has published photos of Medici buses, and these are the first in the lineup of Medici vehicles with trucks and specialty vehicles to follow later on. And you can see from the photos that the vehicles really look high quality, they look amazing, and a lot of investors are very happy to see these. And another key Medici update, which Alf mentioned on the recent earnings call, was that they're establishing a Medici Center in New Jersey, which apparently is a great location for it as it's a key terminus hub in the USA. So they're going to be occupying premises from approximately the middle of this year, and the centre is going to showcase vehicles and allow commercial fleet operators to visit and see all of the tech. And lastly, I just wanted to mention the link between Wave, which is the wholly acquired company which comes under Ideanomics, and BYD, which is a great emerging EV company backed by Warren Buffett, which is definitely doing some great things recently. So they used Wave technology as a bit of a test case in the Antelope Valley in the USA, and apparently that's gone pretty well, and that was referenced on the earnings call yesterday on the 31st of March. So that looks very promising, and they also said on that call that some representatives in China are discussing using Wave technology in some of their ports and airports. So that looks to be incredibly useful, incredibly promising for Wave revenues in the future. So just to wrap things up, it does look like the earnings call gave investors an incredible vote of confidence, a lot of great news, and hopefully the effect on share price will be positive. Currently the share price is sitting at around $2.9 or just hovering under $3, but we'll see what happens over the next few weeks based on all of this news. And with future revenues predicted to grow and future profits predicted to grow, it could be quite a promising year this year for Ideanomics. And that's the end of the update video. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you found it useful and you want some more updates on Ideanomics and some other stocks which I closely follow. Please, of course, do all of your own research before doing any investing, and drop a comment below on what you think about Ideanomics and whether you'll be investing. And I've put a link to some further information in the description box below, as well as my Twitter handle where I'm closely following Ideanomics. Thank you very much once again, and I shall see you next time.